Hi, this is Edward from Videoplasty, and in this video, we'll have a look and try to understand what is a royalty-free license. So first of all, what is a royalty? A royalty is basically a small usage fee that you owe to the artist or producer of a specific stock asset or piece of work every single time that you use it. So for example, in the book publishing world, every single time a publisher sells a copy of a book, the author of that or the writer of that book receives a small royalty for every single copy sold. You can apply the exact same logic for stock assets as well. So for example, if you licensed a photo to use on the cover of your book and you sell 5,000 copies, you would basically have to pay royalties for 5,000 copies. At the same time, if you sell 100,000 copies, your royalties would increase and now you would have to pay royalties for 100,000 copies. So what does royalty-free actually mean? Royalty-free is a type of license which means that you do not have to pay any royalties and you can use the asset as many times as you want in your project. You can usually acquire such a license by paying a single one-time fee that you pay upfront. And then you can use the asset for as many times as you want without having to pay a usage fee for every single time that you do so. Does royalty-free mean free? No. The royalty-free license has nothing to do with how much money it costs or if it costs any money at all. It just simply means you don't have to pay royalties. But in order to acquire the actual license, you usually have to pay for it, in most cases a one-time fee. Most platforms out there provide royalty-free assets and you have to pay to get that license. However, there are definitely a lot of free items that you can acquire with a royalty-free license and you do not have to pay for the license, which basically makes acquiring the license free. So a royalty-free license can be both paid and free. Is royalty-free the same thing as copyright-free? No. So copyright-free refers to stock assets or creative materials that are not protected by intellectual property laws such as copyright. Usually they are part of the public domain, which means that nobody owns the copyright to them, which makes them free of copyright. So you don't have to pay anyone anything or any royalties to acquire that license, and you can use those assets however you want, as many times as you want. Is Videoplasty content royalty-free? Yes. All the stock animation and stock GIFs that you can find on Videoplasty come with a royalty-free license. So yes, you would have to pay a one-time fee to acquire that license, but once you do, you don't have to pay us any royalties and you can use the animation or stock GIF assets as many times as you want on both personal and commercial projects. And on top of that, our license is actually an unlimited use license, which means that if you want to use the exact same asset across multiple different projects, you do not have to acquire a new license. So you pay once and you can use the asset in as many projects as you want. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to get access to professional animations in your favorite software that you can use with the drag and drop simplicity, make sure to visit videoplasty.com. This was Edward Stinga, founder of Videoplasty, and until next time, stay creative.